Have you ever started the day feeling weaker than before? Maybe you've had mornings where you sit quietly at the edge of your bed, gathering strength just to stand up. Your legs feel heavier. Your arms don't move quite as easily. You take a few steps, not because you're in pain, but because your body feels slower, less steady than it used to. If that's something you've noticed, you're not alone. And more importantly, you don't have to accept it as just part of getting older. Sure, after age 60, it's common to lose a bit of muscle. Doctors even have a name for it: age-related muscle loss. But here's the part most people don't hear often enough. Age itself isn't the full story. What really matters is whether or not your body is getting what it needs to stay strong. Most folks think exercise is the key to keeping muscles. And yes, staying active does help. But there's another piece of the puzzle that often gets overlooked. Muscle repair doesn't happen while you're moving. It happens when you're resting. In fact, your body does some of its most important muscle rebuilding while you're fast asleep. While you sleep, your body is busy behind the scenes. It's repairing little tears in your muscles. It's creating new tissue. It's working to restore what's been lost. But that work can only happen if you give your body the right support. And that doesn't mean you need pricey supplements or heavy, complicated meals. It means giving your body simple, nourishing foods, the kind that are gentle, easy to digest, and chosen with care, especially at night, because what you eat before bed can have a powerful impact on how you feel in the morning. A late-night snack might seem small, but the right one can help you sleep more deeply, recover more fully, and wake up feeling steadier on your feet. You don't need to overhaul your entire routine. You don't need to commit to a new workout plan. You just need to make a few small, smart choices at the right time of day. Choices that work with your body, not against it. And over time, these tiny changes can lead to stronger legs, more balanced steps, and a greater sense of confidence every morning. If you've ever thought that staying healthy after 60 feels too hard, too complicated, or too overwhelming, I want to walk with you through a different kind of approach, one that's gentle, natural, and rooted in more than 20 years of hands-on experience in health, wellness, and nutrition. What I'll be sharing in this series isn't hype. It's not a sales pitch. It's honest, easy-to-follow guidance that's helped thousands of people just like you feel stronger, more energized, and more at home in their bodies. And if even one idea helps you feel just a little better, a little steadier, a little more like yourself again, then we're heading in the right direction. If something here speaks to you, feel free to follow along and share your thoughts. You may find that your journey becomes an encouragement for someone else too. Because up next, we'll explore the best bedtime foods, simple ones that can support your strength, improve your sleep, and help you wake up feeling ready to move again. You deserve mornings that feel good. You deserve a body that works with you, not against you. And I'm here to help you get there, one small step at a time. Let's begin. 1. Why your bedtime snack matters more than you think. When people talk about staying strong after 60, the first thing they usually mention is exercise. And they're right. Moving your body is essential. But there's something else that often gets overlooked. It's what you eat and when you eat it, especially before you go to sleep. See, sleep isn't just a time to rest. It's actually when your body does its deepest healing. While you sleep, muscle cells repair themselves. Your metabolism resets, and your immune system gets the tune-up it needs. But here's the catch. Your body can't do all that work on an empty tank. It needs fuel, and that fuel comes from the last thing you eat at night. The problem is, a lot of older adults skip evening snacks altogether, or they reach for things that don't help like chips, sweets, or greasy takeout. That means your body heads into the night missing what it needs. And you might wake up feeling stiff, sore, or just off. Sometimes it's not your age. It's just that your muscles didn't get the support they needed while you slept. So what can you do? It's simpler than you might think. You don't need a big meal before bed. Just a small, smart snack can make all the difference. We're talking about foods that are gentle on the stomach, easy to digest, but packed with the right nutrients. That means high-quality protein, plus things like magnesium, tryptophan, or even natural melatonin, all of which help your muscles repair and your body relax into sleep. Here's another thing to keep in mind. After 60, your body doesn't absorb protein as well as it used to. That means spacing your protein throughout the day is important. And yes, that includes right before bedtime. So what kind of snack should you reach for? Think simple. A few spoonfuls of cottage cheese, a hard-boiled egg, half a banana with a tablespoon of peanut butter, a handful of unsalted pumpkin seeds, even a small bowl of Greek yogurt with berries. These aren't heavy meals. They're gentle fuel, and they tell your body and your muscles that you're still taking care of them, even while you sleep. They also help balance your blood sugar through the night, so you're less likely to wake up feeling shaky or tired, and more likely to get that deep, uninterrupted rest your body needs to recover. What you eat at night isn't just about calories. It's about restoration. It's about giving your body what it needs to rebuild, protect, and prepare for a new day. And here's the truth. Real strength doesn't always come from big workouts or big changes. Sometimes, it comes from one small choice at the end of the day. A choice that's quiet, comforting, and full of purpose. So tonight, take a moment to care for yourself. Not with something big, but with something thoughtful. Let your evening snack be a gift to your muscles. A little thank you for carrying you through the day. And a gentle promise that tomorrow, you'll feel just a bit stronger than before. 2. Kiwi, the small fruit that supports restful sleep and gentle strength. There's a little fruit many folks see as nothing more than a pretty slice on a summer salad. It's green, it's soft, and it's often forgotten once the season passes. But this quiet, fuzzy fruit has a secret, one that may be just what your body needs to sleep better and wake up with steadier legs. That fruit is the kiwi, with its thin brown skin and bright green center. Kiwi may not look like much, but it holds a surprising amount of power, especially for those of us in our 60s and beyond. Let me share a story. George is a retired teacher, 74 years old. We were having tea one afternoon, and he said something I hear far too often. I don't sleep through the night anymore. And when I wake up, it feels like my body's been fighting a battle. Not pain exactly, just stiffness. My legs feel weak. My hands shake a little. Even walking to the kitchen feels harder. So I offered him one small change. Try eating 2 kiwis about an hour before bedtime. Every night for 2 weeks. Just 2 kiwis. Nothing else. When George came back a couple of weeks later, his smile said it all. I'm falling asleep easier, he said. And in the morning, I don't feel like a worn-out chair anymore. It's like my legs remember how to move again. Now, what's behind the gentle shift? Let's take a closer look. First, kiwi is one of the few natural foods that contains melatonin. Melatonin is the hormone that tells your brain it's time to rest. Most people get it through supplements, but when you get it from kiwi, it enters your system in a softer, more natural way. No drowsiness, no morning fog, no risk of dependency. Kiwi also packs a punch when it comes to antioxidants, especially vitamin C and E. These help calm the kind of hidden stress that can build up in your muscles and lead to soreness, fatigue, and slower steps over time. And if you've ever woken up in the middle of the night with a sudden cramp in your calf, you'll be glad to know that kiwi is also rich in potassium. That's the mineral your muscles need to relax properly. One more thing, kiwi is a good option even if you're watching your blood sugar. It tastes sweet, but it has a low glycemic index. That means it won't cause a sugar spike. It's easy on your digestion, won't leave you feeling heavy, and won't disrupt your sleep. So how do you use it? It's simple. Pick 2 ripe kiwis. Peel them. Eat them slowly about an hour before bedtime. You can enjoy them while reading a few pages of your favorite book, or listening to some soft music as you wind down. Think of it as more than a snack. It's a signal to your body that says, rest is coming. Let's restore. Let's rebuild. Kiwi isn't a magic bullet, but if you stay consistent, it can become a quiet partner in your journey toward better sleep and better movement. And with each night of deeper rest, you may find yourself waking up with steadier legs, stronger steps, and a body that feels just a little more like you again. Sometimes, The biggest difference comes from the smallest fruit. 3. Eggs, a simple food with remarkable benefits after 60. When most of us think about eggs, we picture breakfast. Maybe a scrambled egg on toast, a soft-boiled egg with salt and pepper, or a quick hard-boiled one on the go. But here's something you may not have considered. Eating an egg in the evening, yes, before bedtime, might be one of the simplest ways to help your body recover and stay strong as you age. You might be asking, why eggs? And why at night? Let's start with the basics. Eggs are what we call a complete protein. That means they contain all 9 essential building blocks, amino acids that your body can't make on its own. And those building blocks are exactly what your muscles need to repair and rebuild. One of those amino acids stands out. It's called leucine. Leucine acts like a switch. It signals your body to begin the process of rebuilding muscle. That's especially important after 60. As we get older, our bodies don't respond to small amounts of protein the way they used to. A younger person might maintain muscle with a little chicken or fish. But someone in their 60s or 70s often needs more high-quality protein to get the same benefit. That's where eggs come in. One large egg gives you around 6 grams of protein and almost 600 milligrams of leucine. That's enough to give your muscles a boost overnight without eating a big, heavy meal. And eggs offer more than just protein. They're also a natural source of vitamin D. Vitamin D helps support your muscles, bones, and balance 3 things we all want to protect as we age. Eggs also contain choline. This nutrient supports your memory and nervous system, helping you think clearly and move smoothly. Let me tell you about Ms. Lean. She's 68, and I met her during a local health seminar. She used to say that getting out of bed in the morning made her legs feel like overcooked noodles. She avoided eating anything after 6 p.m., worried it would affect her sleep. So we tried something simple. We added 1 soft-boiled egg to her dinner. No frying, no butter, just a plain, warm egg. 2 weeks later, she came back smiling. She said, "I didn't think 1 little egg could make a difference, but I don't feel shaky in the mornings anymore. It's like my body is holding itself together again." And she was right. That one small addition gave her body just enough of what it needed to heal overnight. It's not about eating a full dinner before bed. It's about offering your muscles a quiet kind of care. A little protein, at the right time, so your body can recover while you rest. This changes how we think about nutrition, especially in our later years. Because strength doesn't always come from big moves or dramatic changes. Sometimes, it comes from a soft-boiled egg, at the end of a long day, with no fanfare. Just a simple act of nourishment. A reminder to your body that you're still paying attention, that you still care, and that even while you sleep, you're giving yourself the tools to stay strong. So tonight, if you're wondering what you can do for your body, consider reaching for an egg. Not because it's trendy, but because it works. And sometimes, the simplest things are the most powerful of all. 4. Pumpkin seeds, a tiny snack with big benefits for sleep and strength. When people think about foods that support muscle recovery or restful sleep, seeds don't usually make the list. Especially not pumpkin seeds. They're often seen as a garnish, sprinkled on a salad or forgotten in the back of the pantry. But here's something you might not know. Pumpkin seeds, also called pepitas, are one of the most powerful snacks you can eat at night, especially if you're over 60. Let me tell you about Harold. He's 72, a retired gardener whose hands still show the strength of decades spent in the soil. But lately, he told me something was off. Every morning, his legs felt stiff. Not painful, just heavy. Like he'd gone to bed but never truly rested. We looked at his routine. He was getting enough sleep, but he wasn't eating anything in the evening. And he was low in magnesium. That's a big deal, because magnesium helps your muscles relax at the end of the day. Without it, tension stays in your body even while you sleep, and that can leave you feeling tight and tired in the morning. Here's where pumpkin seeds come in. Just 1 ounce, about a small handful, gives you almost 40% of the magnesium you need each day. That's huge. It means just a little snack before bed can support your muscles all night long. But magnesium isn't the only thing they offer. Pumpkin seeds also contain tryptophan. That's an amino acid your body uses to make serotonin. And serotonin gets converted into melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep. So when you eat pumpkin seeds, you're giving your body what it needs to relax, feel calm, and sleep more deeply. And there's still more. Each ounce gives you about 7 grams of plant-based protein, plus healthy fats that slow down digestion. That's great news for your muscles, because a slow release of protein through the night helps your body repair and rebuild gently without needing a big, heavy meal. Pumpkin seeds also contain zinc. Zinc supports cell repair, strengthens your immune system, and helps balance hormones. That's especially important for older men, because lower testosterone levels can make muscle loss happen faster. Now, here's how to enjoy them. Just 1 to 2 teaspoons of plain, unsalted pumpkin seeds. You can eat them on their own, or sprinkle them on a small bowl of plain Greek yogurt. Some people like to lightly toast them to bring out the flavor, and that's fine. Just don't add salt. Too much sodium at night can raise your blood pressure. And remember, pumpkin seeds are nutrient-dense. You don't need a lot. A small amount does the job. This isn't just a snack. It's a quiet way to support your muscles and your sleep. Something small, but deeply effective. A way to tell your body, I'm still caring for you even at the end of the day. So, if you're looking for something easy and natural to add to your evening routine, consider this. A handful of pumpkin seeds. A bit of calm. A night of better sleep. And a stronger tomorrow. 5. Cottage cheese, a simple food that gently supports sleep and muscle strength. When people talk about healthy foods, they often mention the colorful ones. Berries, greens, or bright orange vegetables. But sometimes, the quietest foods are the ones doing the most important work. Take cottage cheese, for example. It's not flashy. It's not trendy. And it may even remind you of something your mom or grandmother used to keep in the fridge. But here's the truth. For adults looking to protect their muscles after age 60, cottage cheese may be one of the best things you can eat. And the reason? It comes down to the kind of protein it contains. A gentle, slow-working protein called casein. Unlike the protein you get from chicken or fish, casein is absorbed slowly by the body. That means instead of giving you a big burst all at once, it provides a steady stream of amino acids throughout the night, when your muscles need it most. This is especially important because your body does most of its muscle repair while you sleep. But if it doesn't have enough fuel to work with overnight, your body may begin to break down your own muscle tissue just to keep things running. And that's exactly what we want to avoid as we age. Let me tell you about my friend Martha. She's 76, sharp-minded, kind-hearted, but not long ago, she started noticing her legs feeling weak. Climbing stairs got harder. Getting out of the car took more effort. People told her, that's just part of aging. But she wasn't ready to accept that. And I'm glad she didn't. We didn't make any drastic changes. We didn't start a complex diet. All we did was this. About 30 minutes before bedtime, she began eating a few spoonfuls of low-fat cottage cheese. That's it. No cooking, no prep. Just scoop it into a bowl and enjoy. 3 weeks later, she gave me a call, and I could hear the energy in her voice. My legs don't feel as shaky in the morning, she said. I feel like I've got my footing back. It wasn't a miracle. It was simply the right kind of support. At the right time of day. Cottage cheese doesn't just offer casein. It also contains an amino acid called leucine, which helps kick-start the muscle rebuilding process. Another benefit? It's naturally low in carbohydrates, so it won't spike your blood sugar overnight. A big plus for anyone managing diabetes or pre-diabetes. And if you're watching your salt intake, look for a low-sodium version. If you're keeping an eye on heart health, go with low-fat or 1%. As for how to enjoy it, you don't need to turn it into a fancy dessert. Some folks like it plain. Others add a sprinkle of cinnamon, a few slices of banana, or maybe some kiwi left over from an earlier snack. The beauty of cottage cheese is that it doesn't ask for much. It just quietly does its job, helping your muscles rebuild while you get your rest. So tonight, before bed, try giving your body this small gift, 1 spoonful at a time. It may not look exciting, but sometimes the most powerful support comes in the most humble form, in that little bowl of cottage cheese. might be your body's favorite way to say, "Thank you for taking care of me, even while I sleep." Conclusion: how the right nutrition can change life after 60. Dear friend, as we wrap up this journey together, there's one message I hope you'll carry with you. Your body still has the power to heal, whether you're 60, 70, or even well into your 80s. Your strength is not gone. It's just waiting for the right kind of care. And no, you don't need a strict fitness plan. You don't have to flip your whole life upside down. You simply need to start with small steps. Ones that feel gentle, doable, and kind. Maybe it's a kiwi before bed, a spoonful of cottage cheese, a hard-boiled egg in the evening, or a small handful of pumpkin seeds. These may seem like tiny habits, but they're powerful. They speak to your body in a quiet, steady way, giving it what it needs to stay strong, to rebuild, and to help you move with more ease and confidence. You don't need to chase perfection. There's no need to count every bite or buy expensive supplements. What your body truly wants is real food, simple, nourishing, and easy to enjoy. As we get older, we start learning how to truly listen to our bodies. And if you listen closely, you'll notice something beautiful. Your body doesn't always need a big change. Sometimes, all it takes is a soft whisper, a little sign that says, "I'm paying attention. I'm taking care of you." Losing muscle as we age doesn't mean we're losing who we are. It's not the end of your strength. It's a signal, a gentle nudge, reminding you to give your body just a little more of what it needs. And the good news? That strength can come back, maybe slowly, but surely with the right support at the right time. Each night, before you head to bed, let your small bedtime snack become more than just a bite to eat. Let it be a small act of kindness to yourself. You don't need much, just a little thoughtfulness, a little consistency, because real strength doesn't come from your birth date. It comes from your daily choices. You deserve to feel flexible, energized, and steady in your body and in your spirit. And if something in these words has touched you, even just a spark of hope or a new idea, then I'm grateful to have shared this with you. If you'd like to keep learning and growing, you're welcome to join us at the Health 365 channel. Leave a comment, share your experience, or simply type the name of the snack you're going to try tonight. We read every message. And who knows, your words may be just what someone else needs to read. Now, it's time to rest. Let your body do its quiet work. Let the nutrients you gave it tonight go to work, rebuilding, restoring, and gently renewing your strength. And tomorrow morning, as the sun fills your room, you may notice something different. A little more energy, a little more balance, a little more life. Because no matter your age, you still have the power to feel strong, and you deserve nothing less.